Hey, what's up guys? This is Daryl from Pro Rehab at Derby City CrossFit. In this video, I'm gonna show you all some soft tissue techniques to work on loosening up the hip musculature. After that, we're gonna show you some joint mobilizations to help loosen up that hip joint. And when we foam roll, the biggest thing is make sure you don't spend more than 1 minute on each group. A lot of times we get on the foam roller and we like to sit around for 2 or 3 minutes. That's not very efficient, and research doesn't really show that that yields any more benefit than sitting on there for about a minute or so. So make sure when you do your hip flexors that you work all the way from the top of your hip crease all the way down to your knee, because you want to attack your hip flexor and your quad. Whenever you attack your glute, you can do it with a foam roller or a lacrosse ball, but make sure you get into the side meat of your glute. Make sure you cross your leg and shift some weight over there to make it a little more aggressive. And then same thing for your hamstrings. You kind of want to shift most of your weight onto that leg, so that way we can get the hamstrings nice and smashed and laid out with that foam roller. After we get that done, we want to attack the hip and get that joint moving better. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a banded hip flexor mobilization. For the side of the hip, we're gonna get down in that kind of runner stretch. We're gonna let the band pull our hip out away from us, and we're gonna work through some hip flexion and extension. You can work on pushing your knee out. You can work on doing some thoracic rotations while you're in that hip mobilization. Then you wanna turn it around and you wanna face the band. You wanna bring it right up underneath your butt cheek. And the biggest thing about this is to make sure that you're not extending your back, but you're squeezing your glutes, so that way you're driving your hip through extension. You can even exaggerate that stretch a little bit by bringing your right arm up over your head. The biggest thing is to make sure we're not arching our back. And then for the last one, what we want to do is we want to get the back corner of our butt, so you can get down in that same runner stretch, just facing away from where your band is attached, all right? You can get into the hurdler stretch, all right? Or you can get into the frog stretch, all right? Biggest thing about this is making sure that you're spending a minute or two in each position, taking that joint through full range of motion. That's gonna get the hip nice and loosened up. The whole goal is here to prevent injury, and I really hope that you take this information and you use it with intention and you attack whatever you feel is specific to you. Remember, be intentional in your warm-up, attack each body part for a minute or so prior to getting into the class warm-up. This will help you feel better, it'll keep your injuries down, and it'll help you move better.